The last train, Dimitro ran into the station, out of breath and exhausted. The last train to his city was leaving in 3 minutes. He glanced at the board. Train number 117, platform 6. Without stopping, he pushed through the crowd, his heart pounding in his chest. There were barely any people on the platform. An old man in a long coat smoked in the shadows, while a girl with a heavy suitcase was talking on the phone. The doors of the last carriage were still open, and Dimitro managed to jump in at the very last moment. Inside, the train was strangely empty. The yellow lamps flickered, and the old seats were covered in worn-out fabric. As Dimitro walked forward, looking for his seat, he suddenly noticed that all the passengers were sitting in complete silence. Motionless, weird, he whispered. An elderly woman was sitting in his seat. Her face was pale, her eyes empty, and she didn't seem to be breathing. Dimitro hesitated, stepping back, when he suddenly heard a voice behind him.
You weren't supposed to get on this train.
He turned sharply. It was the same girl from the platform. She stood next to him, clutching a ticket in her hands. What do you mean? He asked, feeling the cold creeping through his jacket.
This train never stops. Ever.
Dimitro looked around at the passengers again. They didn't move. Their eyes were hollow, their faces lifeless. A chill ran down his spine. Is this some kind of joke? The girl slowly shook her head.
You and I. We are the only living people here. If we don't get off now, we never will.
The train started gaining speed. Dimitro rushed to the door, but it was locked. He looked out the window. There was nothing but complete darkness outside. No city, no trees, no lights. What is this place?
The boundary between the world of the living and the dead, the girl whispered.
The train kept moving, and with every passing second, they were getting further from reality. Dimitro knew, if he didn't find a way out now, he would never return.